Donald Trump has now been charged with conspiracy to commit fraud. Obstruct official proceedings, witness tampering and conspiracy against the rights of US citizens. Now, this all relates to the accusations that he tried to overturn the 2020 US presidential election. He's been summoned to appear in federal court in Washington on the 3rd of August. Even when he's away from the screens, he's never far from our presence. But I can't decide if this is a good thing or a bad thing, that the process has continued, regardless, rumbling on in the background.
I think the Department of Justice feels obliged to make sure that this issue is dealt with relatively swiftly. In the aftermath of Joe Biden's election, obviously there was a lot of toing and froing over the result. We saw the January 6th insurrection. There was an attempt, I think, initially to try and calm everything down in America and for no sort of punitive action to be taken against immediately Donald Trump. But in the years since, obviously, there's been a case built up against him. He's now facing 3 separate indictments. This one and the previous one, the most serious at the sort of federal level. So this is clearly something that's going to rumble on and sort of dog Donald Trump, but also anyone else who wants to compete with him as the Republican nominee. I think Ron DeSantis has been quite equivocal about where he stands on these issues. And
DeSantis hasn't made the running that he thought he was going to make. He seems to be just slipping behind.
Yeah, that's right. It has not been a successful campaign for him for a variety of reasons have been cited. I mean, including one thing that keeps popping up is they say that he's not fantastic sort of interpersonally when he's not giving speeches, and that kind of thing makes a difference. He's not good at schmoozing and wooing Republican donors. But it's interesting that even candidates like Vivek Ramaswamy, who is the kind of the outsider who's now becoming more and more well-known and well-liked by the Republicans, although he's not a kind of team Trump fully, he won't condemn Trump in any major way. They feel that they still have to kind of pay homage to him despite everything that's happened. It's like, I'm kind of a bit baffled, as I'm sure you are too, when, we're still talking about this. It's like the kind of the ghost at the feast that will never go away.